Well, good morning, YouTube. Today is Sunday, March 20th. We've got something scheduled today that we've been planning for a long time. We are doing a family concealed carry course. This is kind of, I know it's late, it's March, but this was actually my Christmas present to the family, or I should say one of my Christmas presents to the family. Been wanting to do this for a long time, and now that both of my children are over the age of 21, I figured it would be a good time to do it. And luckily, the instructor, Tasa, is also a friend of ours, and so she has come out to the house to do the whole course here at home, which makes it comfortable and easy for all of us. Now, hopefully the YouTube algorithm doesn't throw us for a loop because we're doing some type of firearm stuff, but we're going to be a little bit vague here. And understand that we are in North Carolina, and the laws in North Carolina are going to vary a lot from other states. So anything that you may hear or see in this video may not apply to you. I don't know if I even need to say all that, but just a disclaimer I'm throwing in there, just in case. All right, we're gonna go inside and get started.
And your rights. And how not a whole lot of rights we have is, so that's why we don't ever want to be a victim. If you pass that around.
Take one down, pass it around.
Sorry.
Or does
No.
it matter?
I'm
Because
doing
he's
this.
right.
Oh no, this one.
So this is the, and hold. Slowly release till you feel that trigger, and then you can actually shoot again without going any further. So put your finger back on, pull. When it resets, pull again. Nope, don't let go. And release. Now pull again. See, that's how fast you could shoot if you needed to.
So, babe, I said you two go first. That way, when you get done, go get all the stuff done so we can be back at the PC.
All right, guys, so we have spent the last few hours inside the house going over all the rules and the laws and the regulations, as well as basic handgun safety and so on and so forth. Now, most of the purpose of this is for the benefit of my family. I have had a Florida concealed weapons permit for almost 20 years. I've been raised around guns my whole life. However, when we moved to North Carolina, the laws were a little bit different for me. As a Florida concealed weapons permit holder, I was legally allowed to carry my weapon in North Carolina. Wasn't a problem with that. However, there were some reciprocity laws that became compromised. For instance, the state of South Carolina. If I am a Florida concealed weapons holder and a resident of Florida, I'm good there. As a North Carolina concealed weapons permit holder and a North Carolina resident, I'm also good there. But as a North Carolina resident with a Florida concealed weapons permit, I was not legal to carry there. So basically, wanted to fix that. So basically, once my Florida permit expired, I just decided not to renew it and to go ahead and get my North Carolina one. And like I said, this was also a really good time to go ahead and get my family certified as well, so that they are prepared for any situations. Now, just a little history on me. There was a point in time where I actually used to work in a gun store / shooting range down in Castleberry, Florida. Back in the days, there was a store there called Niles. Niles stood for the National Investigative Law Enforcement Security Association. And it was owned by the parents of a very good friend of mine when I was a teenager. So back in the early 90s, I used to work in that store doing handgun sales, and I would actually assist in the concealed weapons course training program there. Now, I was never a certified firearms instructor, but because I was an assistant in the course, it was, you still absorb the knowledge. So that was all before I was 21, believe it or not. So then when I turned 21, it was literally just a matter of getting the certificate signed, because he knew that I knew everything, because I used to help teach the course. For Talon and Alyssa and Michaela and Zach, this is all a new experience for them. I mean, they're not new to guns, but as far as the training course goes, this is all new for them. Even Katie had gone through the course with me years and years and years ago back in Florida, so this isn't her first rodeo either. So guys, now that all the classroom training is done, it is time to qualify. And unlike Florida, where we only had to fire 3 rounds at center mass, here in North Carolina, each student is required to fire 30 rounds, 21 of those must hit the target. So all these rounds are going to be fired from different distances. Don't quote me on it, but I believe one is like 7 yards, one is 10 yards, and one is 20 yards, 10 shots per position. So we're getting all that set up right now so that we can start the actual qualification.
They have to go grab some stuff at the park that he,
But also,
All right,
that
and it looks like the first one up to shoot is going to be Alyssa. Now, Alyssa doesn't have a whole lot of firearms knowledge, so this is definitely an experience for her.
3-yard marker. As soon as we start walking, the range is hot, so nobody touches. Once I go clear this table, nobody touches a firearm. The range is now hot.
I bring her.
All right, guys, as you can see, this is our little shooting range that we use here at the house. Because this is a downhill grade, all the rounds will be pointed downhill. You really can't see it here, but over in the back, there's actually a large dike that's probably about 12 or 15 feet tall to stop the pond on the other side from overflowing into our property. So any rounds that would miss a target, one, are pointed down, and they've got that giant hill to have to go through. So it's very safe, so we don't have any stray bullets going anywhere else. Talon's up next. Okay, now that Alyssa and Talon are done, Katie's downrange now with Tasa. She's up next. All right, guys, and Zach is heading out next. So far, everybody is qualified with the 9mm. I think Zach is going to qualify with his 45. All right, guys, all that's left is me and Michaela. She's inside tending to the babies at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in and do mine. But to complicate things, I've got a couple guns laying around that I haven't shot in a long time. So I am actually going to qualify with 3 different weapons. I'm going to do 10 rounds each, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to start with my my Taurus PT-140, which is my standard carry gun. It is a 40 caliber Smith & Wesson round in it. It's a very nice, small, compact gun. It's definitely not one of my nicest guns, but it gets the job done. For the next one, I'm going to use my Fightline 5.56 NATO AR pistol. All right, guys, and for that third round, I used my Intertech DC9. I know not the best quality of gun, but it's actually extremely accurate. And when it doesn't jam up, it shoots really, really nice. However, it is prone to jamming. I've had that gun about 30 years, and it's probably jammed on me 10 or 15 times. Definitely not something you want to count on in a emergency situation, but for target practice, it's still a really fun gun to shoot.
You're gonna shoot again?
Do you have the headpiece things on?
Guys, Michaela's up next. Let's see how she does. Well, guys, I'm going to call that a complete success. Everybody in the family passed the course. They did a really good job on their shooting, and I think we all learned a lot. There's a lot of laws that are very different in North Carolina than they were in Florida the last time I took the course, so it was very interesting to see. Now, I am going to suggest that the entire family take some continued training as well. Remember, this course was really just about being licensed to carry it concealed. It wasn't really a handgun safety course. I mean, yes, they did touch on it, but I think a continued education is still really important here on how to use the handgun in a safe manner, especially in a situation that could be life-threatening, and how to handle yourself, conduct yourself with the firearm. So we're going to look into doing some of that as well. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. This is a great way to spend our family time that we do every Sunday. I think everybody enjoyed it. So Merry Christmas. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show, and thanks for watching. And until the next time I see you, keep those engines running. Mama's gonna shoot. Hey. Get Papa's ears. What are you doing to Papa's ears? So silly.
I'm doing Papa's
Oh. Okay, Mama's getting ready to shoot. Ready? Watch Mama. You trying to yank my ear off? All right, she's gonna do it again.